Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Imagine a warm bowl of rich, tangy beef soup with rice, garlic and fresh herbs. That's Kharcho, a classic Georgian dish. In this video, we'll explore what makes Kharcho special and the key ingredients you need to get started cooking it at home. Picture a big bowl of rich beef soup that smells like garlic, herbs and warm spices. Now add a bright, tangy kick from sour plums or lemon, plus soft rice and tender meat. That is Kharcho soup, one of the most loved dishes from Georgia, the country in the Caucasus. Kharcho is comforting, like a slow-cooked beef stew, but lighter on the tongue because of its sour fruit and fresh herbs. You do not need special training or fancy tools to make it. With a bit of time, simple ingredients, and gentle heat, you can create a pot that tastes like it came from a Georgian home kitchen. Let's walk through what makes Kharcho special, then go step by step so you can cook it with confidence. Kharcho soup basics, origin, flavor, and key ingredients. Where Kharcho soup comes from and what makes it special. Kharcho is a classic Georgian soup, usually made with beef, rice, walnuts, and some kind of sour fruit. It comes from a cuisine that sits between Europe and the Middle East, so it borrows ideas from both. You get soft meat and grains, but also bold herbs, garlic and spices. What sets Kharcho apart from a regular beef soup is its balance. It is thick and hearty, closer to a stew, yet bright from sour plums or other tart fruit. The broth is not plain. It is flavored with tomato, crushed walnuts, and a spice mix that smells warm but not harsh. Fresh cilantro and hot pepper finish it off, so every spoonful has meat, grain, acid, and a trace of heat. It is the kind of soup that wakes you up instead of putting you to sleep. Core ingredients in authentic Kharcho soup. Traditional Kharcho starts with beef that has some fat and, if possible, bone. This gives the broth body and a deep flavor. Tough cuts like chuck or short ribs work well because they soften during a long simmer. Onions and garlic build the flavor base. They melt into the broth and make it sweet, so the sour parts do not taste sharp. Rice adds comfort and thickness, turning the soup into a full meal in one bowl. Tomatoes or tomato paste bring gentle acidity and color. Ground walnuts, while optional, give the broth a creamy, nutty taste and a slightly thicker feel. Sour plums or kamali sauce supply the signature tang that makes Kharcho taste like Kharcho, not just beef and tomato soup. Kameli sunili, a Georgian dried herb mix, adds aroma similar to curry and Mediterranean herbs at the same time. If you do not have it, a mix of common dried herbs can still work. Fresh cilantro and a bit of hot pepper finish the pot and give the soup its bright, green, slightly spicy top note. Traditional versus modern Kharcho, what can you safely change? You can treat Kharcho as a template rather than a rigid rule. The meat can change. Beef is classic, but lamb or chicken also taste great if cooked gently until tender. Any white rice works, from long grain to short, as long as you watch the thickness. Now that you know what makes Kharcho soup so unique, we'll move on to the step-by-step cooking process in the next video. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe.